Did you know some of the foods you eat every single day are silently destroying your organs? Not immediately, but slowly, quietly, like a time bomb ticking inside your body. And the scariest part? Most of them are marketed as healthy. If you eat breakfast cereal, drink fruit juice, or even snack on low-fat foods, your liver, kidneys, and heart might already be paying the price. Today, we're breaking down the everyday foods that silently harm your organs, and what you should eat instead if you actually want to stay healthy, energetic, and alive longer. Let's dive straight in. You know what's crazy? The human body is a miracle. Your liver detoxes thousands of chemicals every single day. Your kidneys filter about 50 gallons of blood daily. Your heart beats over 100,000 times every 24 hours. These organs work non-stop, but the food industry doesn't make their job any easier. In fact, some of the normal things we eat are like throwing sand into a car engine. It might still run, for now, but one day, it'll seize. So let's start with the biggest silent killer of them all. 1. Processed meats. Hot dogs, sausages, bacon, deli ham. These are not just unhealthy. They're organ assassins wrapped in flavor. Studies from the World Health Organization classified processed meats as Group 1 carcinogens, the same category as smoking. Why? Because of nitrites and nitrates used to preserve that juicy pink color and flavor. Inside your body, these chemicals can turn into nitrosamines, toxic compounds that damage your liver and colon. Over time, they can trigger inflammation, fatty liver disease, and even cancer. And if that wasn't bad enough, the salt content in these meats is off the charts. One serving of bacon can contain half your daily sodium limit, putting extra pressure on your kidneys. You might think, but I only eat it occasionally. The truth is, your organs don't get cheat days. 2. Sugary drinks, the liquid organ killers. You know soda is bad, but what about orange juice, energy drinks, and iced teas that say natural or vitamin enriched? Yeah, they're just soda in disguise. Here's the thing. Your liver processes sugar the same way it processes alcohol. Too much of it turns into fat, literally creating non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, one of the fastest-growing liver conditions in the world. According to a Harvard study, people who drink one or more sugary drinks a day have a 26% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes. And that's directly linked to liver stress, kidney overload, and heart damage. Think about that next time you grab a healthy fruit smoothie from a chain store. Some of them contain more sugar than 2 cans of Coke. 3 vegetable oils, yes, the healthy ones. Canola, soybean, sunflower, corn oil, the so-called heart-healthy oils. You've been told they're good for you. They're not. Most vegetable oils are ultra-refined. They go through bleaching, deodorizing, and high-heat extraction that turns them into oxidized oils. Once heated again in your pan or fryer, they release toxic compounds called aldehydes, which directly damage your heart, brain, and liver cells. And here's the punchline. These oils are in nearly everything: chips, salad dressings, even healthy granola bars. Long-term, they cause chronic inflammation, the root of almost every modern disease. Inflammation is like a slow internal fire, burning your organs from the inside out. If you want your organs to thank you, switch to extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, or even ghee. Those fats heal instead of harm. 4. Artificial sweeteners, the fake friend. You might think ditching sugar for zero-calorie sweeteners like aspartame or sucralose is smart, but your liver and gut would disagree. Aspartame breaks down into methanol and formaldehyde. Yes, the same chemical used to preserve dead bodies. Your liver must process it, and constant exposure can cause oxidative stress. Plus, your kidneys take a hit too. A 2011 Harvard study found women who regularly drank diet soda had a 30% drop in kidney function over 20 years. And your brain? These fake sweeteners confuse your body's hunger hormones, making you crave more food and sugar. That leads to obesity, which again circles back to liver and heart disease. So that zero sugar soda? It's a zero for your organs too. 5. Refined carbs, the silent sugar bomb. White bread, pasta, pastries, crackers. They turn into glucose faster than you can say blood sugar spike. Every time you eat them, your pancreas floods your blood with insulin, trying to handle the sugar surge. Over time, your body becomes resistant, and that's how you end up with type 2 diabetes. But it's not just about sugar. These foods are stripped of fiber and nutrients, forcing your liver to work overtime, processing empty calories while your kidneys filter out the excess waste. In simple terms, refined carbs are like giving your organs fast food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. If you can't ditch them completely, replace them with complex carbs, oats, quinoa, or whole grains. They digest slower and don't shock your system. 6. Alcohol, the legal poison. You probably saw this coming. Alcohol is one of the most toxic things you can put in your body. And yet, it's socially accepted like water. Your liver has to process every drop. The more you drink, the more fat builds up inside it, leading to fatty liver, cirrhosis, and liver failure. But that's not all. Alcohol also dehydrates your kidneys, raises your blood pressure, and inflames your heart muscle. Even moderate drinking, 1 drink a day, has been linked to brain shrinkage and lower gray matter volume, according to a University of Oxford study. So yeah, that just 1 glass of wine a night for health myth? Total marketing. Gone fast food, the triple threat. This one's obvious but deadly. Fast food is a triple combo of sugar, trans fats, and sodium, the perfect recipe for organ damage. Let's break that down. Sugar overload wrecks your liver. Trans fats clog your arteries and inflame your heart. Sodium destroys your kidneys and raises blood pressure. And that's before we even talk about additives like MSG or preservatives that mess with your hormones. Ever noticed feeling sluggish after a big fast food meal? That's your body struggling to process the chemical storm you just swallowed. Imagine feeding that to your organs every week. It's like running a marathon in flip-flops. Route 8. Energy drinks. Heart attack in a can. These things are marketed as boosters, but are really just adrenaline traps. 1 can of a popular energy drink can contain 300 milligrams of caffeine, sugar, taurine, and synthetic vitamins that spike your heart rate. Your liver tries to detox all those stimulants while your heart races, and your kidneys flush out excess caffeine, leading to dehydration. A Journal of the American Heart Association study found that energy drinks can literally cause your heart rhythm to change, making them risky even for young people. If you need energy, sleep better, drink water, or have black coffee. Not this liquid chaos. 9. Packaged snacks and chips. The crunchy deception. You might think grabbing a bag of chips or crackers is harmless, but most of these are cooked in rancid oils, loaded with sodium, and coated with addictive flavor powders. These ingredients spike your dopamine, tricking your brain into craving more while silently raising your blood pressure and cholesterol. A study from the NIH found that people who eat ultra-processed snacks daily have twice the risk of developing metabolic syndrome, a mix of fatty liver, kidney strain, and insulin resistance. In short, they're fun to eat but hell to digest. 10. Excess dairy, the mucus maker. This one's controversial, but here's the truth. Most adults lose the enzyme needed to digest lactose properly. That undigested lactose ferments in your gut, producing inflammation that impacts not just digestion, but also your kidneys and liver. And let's not forget hormones. Commercial milk often contains residues of growth hormones and antibiotics that mess with your body's natural chemistry. Over time, that hormonal imbalance affects everything, from your heart to your reproductive system. If you love milk, try organic or switch to plant-based alternatives like almond or oat milk. So, we've gone through the villains. Now, let's talk about the heroes. If you want your organs to thrive, fuel them with what they actually need. Leafy greens for your liver. They boost detox enzymes. Berries and citrus fruits for your heart, rich in antioxidants. Water and herbal teas for your kidneys, keeps them flushing clean. Whole foods, real unprocessed food that your body recognizes and uses properly. It's not about perfection, it's about awareness. Once you know what's harming you, you can choose differently. Because here's the truth. Your organs are incredibly forgiving. Up to a point. Your liver can regenerate. Your kidneys can recover. your heart can grow stronger. But only if you stop beating them up with the wrong foods. So next time you reach for that snack, just ask yourself, is this feeding me or slowly breaking me? Your body doesn't expect perfection, just progress. Cut back on the silent killers, give your organs a break, and watch how your energy, focus, and life transform. Because when your organs are happy, everything works better. If this helped you feel even 1% better, go ahead and hit that like button, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more simple ways to upgrade your life every day.